Hello, everyone, and welcome to California's beautiful Central Coast here at Sinsheimer Stadium in San Luis Obispo, California, as your humble Crabs take on the San Luis Obispo Blues in Game 2 of a 3-game series. I'm Liam Warner. I'll be taking you through all of the action this afternoon. The Crabs finally got a huge win last night after a couple of heartbreaking losses in Walnut Creek. They also broke a big road game losing streak in the state of California. Before last night's win, the Crabs had lost 9 straight games in the state of California. Their last win before last night was the first game of the series here in San Luis Obispo back in 2021. So the Crabs last night, they scored in each of the first 4 innings, 1 run each in the first 2, 2 runs in the third, 1 run in the fourth. And then the eventual game-winning score came in the 6th inning when the Crabs got runners on second and third on a pass ball, and then Mike McKernan got an RBI ground out to score the 6th run. It turned out they needed all 6 runs last night because Justin Trimble hit a 3-run shot 407 feet out to left field to bring the Crabs' lead only to 1 run, and then Brady Chavez closed it down. It was a great win for the Crabs and a big weight lifted off their shoulders. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We will be right back with lineups and first pitch next. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Sinsheimer Stadium in San Luis Obispo as your Crabs are about to take on the San Luis Obispo Blues in Game 2 of the 3-game series. Crabs looking for a series win this afternoon. That would be huge because the San Luis Obispo Blues, at least on paper, are definitely the best team the Crabs are going to face all season, and it would be huge to get a series win against them. A storied franchise. They've been around almost as long as the Crabs have. They were established in 1946. Let me give you the starting lineup first for the visiting Crabs. Leading off for them will be the center fielder Mike McKernan. Batting second will be the designated hitter Jackson Giacone. Batting third will be the second baseman Luke Reese. Batting fourth will be the first baseman Griffin Myers. Batting fifth will be the third baseman Javi Felix. Batting sixth will be the right fielder Andrew Crane. Batting seventh will be the left fielder Luke Brown. Batting eighth will be the catcher Kavana Soros. And batting ninth will be the shortstop Mason Hirata. Set the lineup defensively for the hometown Blues. Left to right in the outfield, Giovanni Blanchette will be in left. Nin Burns, the second, will be in center. In right will be T.J. Adams. Left to right in the infield, Theo Hardy at third. Kate O'Hara at short. Darius Price at second. Justin Trimble, who hit the long home run last night, is at first. Behind the plate is Matt Spear. And on the mound for the San Luis Obispo Blues is Josh Blum. On another beautiful afternoon here in San Luis Obispo. Sunny skies, the temperature is about 68 degrees. It's a perfect day for baseball. The weather has been really, really nice this entire road trip, both in the Bay Area and here on the Central Coast. Weather should also be beautiful tomorrow, 2 p.m. start on getaway day for the Crabs. They will, after the game tomorrow, they will get on the bus and make the 9 to 10 hour drive back home to Arcata. And Josh Blum taking his warm-up throws. We are about to ready to get started here in San Luis Obispo. Should be fun. The Blues have a good team, a lot of big-name colleges on their team. University of Washington, University of Arizona, University of Texas, University of Oregon, UC Davis, St. Mary's, USC. So Mike McKernan will step in, and we are about ready to go. The first pitch of the game. It misses just outside. It's 1-0. It started about 4:07. The 1-0 pitch is popped up down the right field line. It's going to be the first baseman in foul territory, Trimble, to make the catch, one away. Mike McKernan, he was 0 for 5 last night, but as I mentioned in the open, he drove in the eventual game-winning run on an RBI groundout, so he definitely contributed. And there's a big contribution at that. That's going to bring in Jackson Giacone. Pitch to Giacone. In there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Giacone did not play last night. The 1 pitch. In there for a called strike again. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch misses up high, way up high, off the glove of Matt Spear. It's 1-2. Nobody on base. The 1-2 pitch, and Jackson Giacone is unable to hold up his swing. A good breaking ball from Josh Blum. 2 down. Giacone strikes out. That's going to bring in Luke Reese. Luke Reese coming in. Outstanding numbers. 448 batting average, 550 on base percentage, 10 RBIs, 9 walks. Pitch to Reese is low, 1-0.
Reese had a rather productive day at the plate. A single and a sac fly. Scored a run, knocked one in as well. 1-0.
1-0 pitch, sprayed foul off to the right. It's 1-1.
Long, big, tall right-hander. There's a couple different kinds of fastballs. You see the 4-seam and the 2-seam.
Wind is blowing strongly out to left, as evidenced by the American flag out in center field. The 1-1 is ground tapped foul off towards the Crabs dugout down the third base line. Wind was a factor last night. Any ball hit into the outfield was carrying pretty good, especially out to left field. I think it's going to be the same way this afternoon. The 1-2 pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. Dropped by the catcher. He's going to throw down to first. That's going to complete the top of the first here in San Luis Obispo. Crabs 0, Blues coming up in the bottom of the first. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo. Crabs 0, Blues coming up here in the bottom of the first. Let's set the Crabs defensively. Left to right in the outfield, it'll be Luke Brown in left, Mike McKernan in center, Andrew Crane in right. Left to right in the infield, Javi Felix at third, Mason Harada at short, Luke Reese at second, Griffin Myers is at first, Kavanasaurus is behind the plate. And on the mound today for the Crabs is their ace so far this season, McKinleyville native Cameron Sasso. He has been absolutely outstanding for the Crabs this season. Outstanding numbers. 19 innings pitched. He comes in with a record of 2-1. This is his 4th start. He has only given up 4 runs. Only 2 of those are earned. 6 walks, 15 strikeouts, and a .94 ERA. So if the Crabs want to win the series, this is a good guy to have on the mound. And the order for the Blues today, it'll be Nin Burns leading off, the center fielder. The left fielder, Giovanni Blanchette, will bat second. Third baseman, Theo Hardy, will bat third. Batting fourth is the first baseman, Justin Trimble. He homered last night. Batting fifth will be the designated hitter, Cam Constantine. Batting sixth will be the catcher, Matt Spear. So I'll have the rest of the lineup in a second. Pitch to Nin Burns is a fly ball down the right field line. That's going to get down for extra bases. Right fielder Crane is going to dig it out, and Nin Burns is going to have a leadoff double for the Blues.
Nin Burns gets on base and does it in a big way.
The rest of the lineup for the Blues, batting seventh will be the right fielder TJ Adams. Batting eighth will be the shortstop Kate O'Hara, and batting ninth will be the second baseman Darius Price. That's going to bring in Giovanni Blanchette as the Blues look to strike early. Pitch to Blanchette is fouled straight back. It's 0-1. The Blues are taking an aggressive approach against Cameron Sasso. As good as Cam Sasso has been, that's probably a good plan. Be aggressive early in the count. The 0-1 is a swing and a miss, 0-2. 3 pitches, 3 swings for the Blues so far. Giovanni Blanchette did not start last night. First time the Crabs will see him in this series. The 0-2 is a fly ball down the right field line, out of play. Still 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, runner goes from second. That pitch is fouled straight back at the plate. 0-2, Nin Burns, he would have stole third easily if Blanchette didn't foul that pitch off.
Burns takes the walk back to the second base bag. Always one to steal. He has 9 stolen bases so far this summer. If he goes again, no balls, 2 strikes. That's from the stretch.
Pitch to Blanchette, the 0-2, a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Big strikeout for Cameron Sasso here early. Runner at second, 1 down. That's going to bring in Theo Hardy. Hardy did start last night, and he ended up going 2 for 2. An RBI. He's one of the Blues' best hitters. Pitch to Hardy. In there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Theo Hardy, second in the team in hitting in league play, coming in at .429. Of course, that doesn't include the non-league games like the games against the Crabs. The 1 pitch is a pop fly down the left field line. Javi Felix racing after it, but that's going to make its way out of play. It's 0-2. San Luis Obispo Blues, they play in the California Collegiate League. Of course, the Humboldt Crabs are not in a league, so this is a non-league game for them. The Walnut Creek Crawdads in that same league, the Hillsburg Prune Packers, who the Crabs used to see quite a bit, also in that league.
Sasso averages under a K an inning so far for the Crabs. Looking for his second here in the first. He delivers 0-2.
0-2 pitch. It's fouled straight back to the screen. Still 0-2. Min Burns the second, standing over there at second base. He led off the inning on the first pitch with a double out to right field. Cameron Sasso trying to pitch out of it. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side of the infield. Griffin Myers, the first baseman, is going to pick it up, step on the bag himself for the second out, and Min Burns is going to move over to third on the play. 2 outs runner at third. That's going to bring in Justin Trimble, who hit a 407-foot shot out to left field in the bottom of the 8th to cut the Crabs' lead from 6-2 to 6-5. And it brought a feeling of deja vu back to the team, losing a lead late. Pitch to Trimble is in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, I was certainly nervous because, of course, 2 games in Walnut Creek, Crabs lost a lead late. They were able to hold on last night. Apparently they have some sort of ball tracking technology here at Sinsheimer Stadium. They're able to actually see how far the ball went and the exit velocity. The 0-1, ground ball to the right side of the infield. It's off the glove of Luke Reese into right field. That's going to score a run. Min Burns scores from third, and it's 1-0 Blues. I'll wait to see how that scored, but it was a really hard hit ball to the second baseman, Luke Reese. A really tough play, and it just got under his glove and hit off his glove into right field. So I believe that was ruled a hit. So an RBI single. And I agree with that. That was a really tough play for Luke Reese to make. So runner at first, 2 down. And it's going to bring in Cam Constantine. 1-0 Blues. Pitch to Constantine is fouled back. It's 0-1.
The designated hitter from UT Austin, who went 1 for 4 in his debut. That came against the Saints in Pasadena. Also had a run batted in.
Each of the first 3 games of this series, or of this portion of the road trip, Crabs scored first. This time the Blues strike first. The 0-1, fly ball down the right field line, and that's going to fall just fair. Trimble racing around second. He's going to get into third, and it's going to be a 2-out single for Cam Constantine. First and third, 2 outs for the Blues.
A little bit of luck for San Luis Obispo. Constantine caught that one off the end of the bat, but just flared it down the right field line. And luckily for the Blues, it fell fair. It feels like
and that's going to bring in Matt Spear.
Now batting for the Blues, number 10, the catcher.
Well, Cam Sasso has been brilliant this season, but the Blues are being very aggressive, swinging.
Blues swinging early in this game.
And they have done a little bit of damage off of Cam Sasso. Let's see if he can get out of it and limit the damage here to just 1 run. The pitch to Spear is low, 1-0.
Matt Spear, also a San Jose State Spartan. 6'1", 200-pound left-handed hitting catcher in San Clemente, California.
It's over to first. And back diving to the bag is Cam Constantine.
Spear's got a couple of hits so far. He's 3 for 9. One of those hits a home run at the Canelo Oak. Here comes the 1-0.
The 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, 1-1.
So the double for Burns
Remember, 2-0, sorry.
2 straight outs, but now 2 straight hits for the Blues. As Trimble single knocked in, Burns from third. Constantine single gave us this situation. First and third, 2 outs, 2-0 count here on the Spartan catcher.
The 2-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss, and now it's 2-1.
Spear hit 247 this year across 55 games at San Jose State. 26 runs batted in, 5 home runs. 2 of those home runs.
Oh, I see a kid walking with shaved ice. I kind of want some. They have a lot of good food here at Sinsheimer Stadium. So over to first, and Cam Constantine just gets back safely. Constantine has a big lead over there.
Middle infield hugs the second base bag. That's Harada and Reese. 2-1 count on Spear.
2-1 pitch is tapped foul down the first base line. It's 2-2.
Spear's 2 home runs in the Mountain West playoffs. Both 3-run balls. San Jose State won the Mountain West tournament. And it's fitting that he was named the alternate.
Another full crowd here at Sinsheimer Stadium. And they definitely draw a lot of people to their home games here in San Luis Obispo. 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And a good job by Cam Sasso to limit the damage to just 1 run here in the bottom of the first. The Blues lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the second. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo, top of the second. The Blues lead the Crabs 1-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Six River Solar. Six River Solar has been Humboldt County's #1 solar installer since 1980. We're here to help you save the planet and your wallet. Give us a call at 707-443-5652 to schedule a free consultation and let Six River Solar help you achieve energy independence. Go Crabs, go. Due up for the Crabs, it will be Griffin Myers, Javi Felix, and Andrew Crane. First pitch to Myers is in the dirt. It's 1-0.
Myers playing first base today after sitting behind the dish in yesterday's game. From Washington State, Myers hitting .488 this summer, 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in.
1-0 to Myers in there for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Myers did not play.
Griffin Myers has been outstanding. He now has the team lead in batting average. Overtook Billy Ham. So the 1-1 is sprayed foul off to the left. It's 1-2. He's batting .488, .553 on base percentage, .683 slugging, 13 RBIs, 2 home runs, 4 walks. Outstanding numbers. He has been extremely dangerous for this Crabs team so far. The 1-2 is fouled off to the left again. It remains 1-2. Tall left-hander steps into the box. The 1-2 misses low. It's 2-2.
So if you're just comparing batting, it's a less formidable lineup for the Crabs today than it was yesterday. But you never operate under just that assumption. Delivers 2-2.
2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Dropped by the catcher, Spear. He's going to throw over to first to complete the play, 1 down. And that's going to bring in Javi Felix. Javi Felix coming in batting 200, 300 on base percentage. 5 RBIs and 3 walks. Still trying to get it going offensively. Pitch to Javi low and inside, 1-0. I think it's once we see a Javi hot streak. We saw plenty of those last season. Those numbers will go up. The 1-0 is a sharp ground ball to the left side of the infield. O'Hara, the shortstop, up with it onto first, 2 down. And that's going to bring in Andrew Crane. Crane coming in batting 207, 361 on base percentage, 4 RBIs, and 2 walks. He did not start last night. He's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, Josh Blum for the Blues looks really good so far. Pitch to Crane, fouled back, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch misses low. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Crabs looking for their first base runner here on the top of the second. 2 outs. 2-2 is popped up off to the right. The catcher, Spear, making his way over, and he almost made the catch near the home team dugout down the first base line, but it hits off his glove, foul. Still 2-2. Crabs in their camo jerseys today. Camo tops, the crab patch on the right arm, gray pants. The 2-2 pitch. And did he go? He checked his swing. The ball got away from Matt Spear. So if he did go, would have had to throw down to first to complete the play there. Count goes to 3-2. The Blues have really slick jerseys. I really like these. White tops with pinstripes and blues across the front and the number on the front. The 3-2 pitch, right down the middle, called strike 3. 6 up, 6 down for Blues pitcher Josh Blum. And the Blues lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo. Bottom of the second, the Blues lead the Crabs 1-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Cypress Grove. Cypress Grove is the leading producer of delicious artisan goat cheese that makes you want to do the happy dance, including Humboldt Fog, one of the most famous cheeses in the country. Proudly based in Arcata, California, Cypress Grove cheeses are available at cheese shops and grocery stores nationwide and online at cypressgrovecheese.com. Due up for the Blues, it will be TJ Adams, Cade O'Hara, and Darius Price, bottom of the order. For the first time on this leg of the road trip, the opposing team has scored first against the Crabs. Pitch to Adams is a strike, and it's 0-1.
Adams, a .257 hitter so far this summer, tied for the team lead with 8 runs batted in.
The 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a ground ball right off the leg of Sasso. He didn't know where the ball was for a second. He picks it up, throws on to first, not in time. I mean, it hit the back of his leg, it looked like, and he couldn't find the ball for a second. That was just enough time for Adams to get down the line. And the late throw results in a leadoff single. And that's going to bring in Cade O'Hara. Well, the Blues are kind of doing what the Crabs did to Marcelo Saldana last night. Put some early pressure on the opposing starter. Pitch to O'Hara, misses up high, throw down to first from Kavanasaurus, and Adams is back in safely at first.
Coming into this game, Sasso's ERA was under a run, which means that in the first inning, the Blues scored more runs than any team has averaged across 9 innings against Sasso this season. Wicked numbers so far through the year for the Folsom Lake Jr.
1-0 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't, says the first base umpire. It's 2-0.
Sasso's just been unreal. But in his 20th inning of work, he gives up another run. That was the first against the Blues. Now slow. That's Adams aboard and 2-0 count on the 8-hole hitting shortstop. Here's a pitch.
2-0 pitch in there for a called strike. It's 2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike. O'Hara didn't see too much time in his freshman season at UT Austin. Just 7 at-bats across 12 games played, only 2 starts. Didn't have a hit, but had 2 runs batted in.
It's over to first, and Adams is diving back to the bag safely.
O'Hara from Tustin, California, went to Mater Dei High School. Trinity League powerhouse, known for football, good at baseball too, though. He was a 2-time defensive MVP for the Monarchs. 2-1 from
The 2-1 pitch misses up high. It's 3-1.
The Blues riding their longest losing streak of the summer so far. Just 3 games, but trying to get back in the win column.
Blues coming in with a 3-game losing streak now. Crabs breaking a 2-game losing streak last night. So the Blues are definitely going to be hungry this afternoon. They're showing it so far against Cameron Sasso. The 3-1 misses low, ball 4. And this is definitely the most pressure Cam Sasso has faced all season. First and second, nobody out. That's going to bring in Darius Price. Set from Sasso. The pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-0. Sinsheimer Stadium here in San Luis Obispo, right near downtown. Beautiful place. There is seatback seating all the way around home plate and down the baselines. And what's a really cool feature about this ballpark is that there's a grass berm area that extends all the way around behind the seating. The 1-0 pitch shows bunt and bunts it right down the third base line, and it goes foul. Good thing it did, because there's no way any crab was getting to that if that stayed fair. 1-1. So with the grassy berm area behind the seating, people can set up blankets and lawn chairs and on the grass. It's a really cool setup here. They have a barbecue pit down the third base line. Taco stand down the first base line. Lots of good food here. The 1-1 is a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. The dimensions here at Sinsheimer Stadium: 335 out to left field, 395 out to center, and 320 out to right. And out in right field, you can see the beautiful rolling hills. The 1-2 pitch is grounded fouled on the third base line. It's still 1-2. And I would imagine it is a sellout crowd or close to it. Lots of Crabs fans here. Lots of families of players, soon based in Southern California. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout for Cameron Sasso. Good breaking ball there, one down. Runners at first and second. That's going to bring in the top of the order, and Nin Burns the second. Pitch to Burns is fouled back at the plate. It's 0-1. Burns led off the bottom of the first on the first pitch with a double down the right field line. The 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball that misses just inside. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a called strike, even though Kavanasaurus didn't catch that. Dropped out of his glove. Got the call anyway. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is a ground ball to the right side of the infield. Luke Reese picks it up to second for one, and that's all they're going to get. No play at first. Nin Burns is really fast. So fielder's choice, 4-6. Adams over to third. Burns to first. So first and third, 2 outs. That's going to bring in Giovanni Blanchette. Sasso trying to pitch out of more traffic here. Pitch to Blanchette is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. When it goes from first, the pitch is sprayed foul off to the right. It's 0-2. And with Nin Burns being the Blues leadoff hitter, you expect he has a lot of speed. He's going to be aggressive and trying to steal second. And Burns slowly making his way back to first base. Now we're ready to go.
So Sasso a strike away from getting out of the second. An escaping base runner situation. He deals.
The 0-2 pitch is a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. That's going to bring in a run. Adams scores from third, and the Blues lead 2-0. Lots of small ball for the Blues against Cam Sasso. And he has not had a start like this at all this season. I mean, his starts have been fairly easy and straightforward, but the Blues are really putting the pressure on him. They've scored in the first 2 innings. They lead 2-0. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. It's going to bring in Theo Hardy. The tables have really turned on the Crabs from last night. The pitch to Hardy misses outside, 1-0. The Crabs scored in the first 4 innings. In last night's game, a run each in the first 2, just like the Blues have here. Now the Blues today have scored in the first 2 innings.
That's what the Blues have done here today, putting the pressure on Sasso, who's given up 5 hits and 2 runs.
The 1-0, both runners go. It's a fly ball to left field. Luke Brown ranging over to his right, looking right into the sun, and he makes a difficult catch to end the inning. Good job by Luke Brown out there battling the sun, but the Blues get a run here in the bottom of the second. They lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. You're listening Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3.
Urology Associates of the Central Coast and Radiology.
Come back to San Luis Obispo, top of the third inning. The Blues lead the Crabs 2-0. Due up here in the top of the third for the Crabs, it will be Luke Brown, Kavanasaurus, and Mason Harada, as Blues pitcher Josh Blum has sent all 6 Crabs hitters down in order so far. Pitch to Brown, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. It appears Josh Blum has some really good stuff. 0-1, right down the middle for a called strike 2. It's 0-2. And he struck out 4 of the first Crabs' 6 hitters. 0-2, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night for Luke Brown. 1 away. And that's going to bring in Kavanasaurus. Luke Brown had come in batting 118, 244 on base percentage, so 4 RBIs. He's still trying to get it going. Kavanasaurus will step in. Saurus is in the dirt, 1-0. Saurus coming in batting 235, 310 on base percentage, 6 RBIs, 3 walks. The 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Saurus was first team all-conference as Patriots catcher this past season. Came in second conference MVP in 2023.
1-1 is popped up foul out of play off to the right. It is 1-2. Crabs still looking for their first base runner here in the top of the third inning. Josh Blum has been dominant so far. The 1-2. This is outside. It's 2-2.
Game 2 of this 3-game series. Blues trying to force a rubber match tomorrow. The second of 4 3-game series for the Blues here in the summer. 2-2.
The 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Count goes full, 3-2. As Kavanasaurus tries to be the first base runner for the Crabs here in this game. The 3-2 pitch is a line drive into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit, and there we go. The perfect game and the no-hitter are gone for Josh Blum. All right, first one out, that's going to bring in Mason Hirata. Hirata coming in batting 265, 306 on base, 2 RBIs, and a walk. Pitch to Hirata is a chopper to the shortstop. He's going to step on second for one, on to first, double play. Kate O'Hara to Justin Trimble there for the 6-3 double play, and that's going to do it here for the Crabs. In the top of the third, the Blues lead it 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo. The Blues lead the Crabs 2-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Compass Community Credit Union. What a better bank, try a better credit union. Compass Community Credit Union has been around for over 72 years, serving Humboldt County by guiding members to better banking. By Cypress Grove. Cypress Grove's the leading producer of delicious artisan goat cheese. It makes you want to do the happy dance, including Humboldt Fog, one of the most famous cheeses in the country. Proudly based in Arcata, Cypress Grove cheeses are available at cheese shops and grocery stores nationwide and online at cypressgrovecheese.com. Going to be Justin Trimble leading it off for the Blues, followed by Cam Constantine and Matt Spear. Pitch to Trimble is low, and it's 1-0.
Trimble's a guy who hits the ball hard. Everywhere he's gone, he's just smashed it. 3 of his 6 hits at the collegiate level have been home runs. He hit a home run.
The 1-0 is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
The Blues this summer have been hit at 101 and 102 miles an hour. Next to being off the charts, the left-handed hitting first baseman from UCSB. 1-1 count here in the third.
1-1 is a fly ball out to center field. McKernan racing over and makes a great catch out in right center field, one away. And that's going to bring in Cam Constantine.
Picked up a hit in the first inning. His was a flare down the right field line that fell. Moved
Pitch to Constantine is a ground ball to shortstop Harada. He gloves it, throw over to first, 2 away. And that's going to bring in Matt Spear.
Right now for the Blues from San Jose State, the catcher, number 10, Matt Spear.
Already given up the 2 runs, 5 hits for the Blues. Here's Matt Spear, who struck out to end the first.
Pitch to Spear, misses outside, 1-0.
Trimble with the line out to center. Constantine rounds out to short. Spear, who's hitting just around the 150 mark for the Blues, comes up.
The 1-0 misses low, it's 2-0. Cam Sasso looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. 2-0 is in the dirt, is 3-0.
Had a slug above 1,000, which shows you the kind of power that Spear has.
3-0, just high, ball 4. For the 3rd straight inning, the Blues get a base runner on. And that's going to bring in TJ Adams.
Number 12, from the University of Arizona, TJ Adams.
The RBI single from Giovanni Blanchett was 2 outs last inning. 2-out base hit from Trimble back in the 1st. Blues have come through with runners in scoring position. Adams.
Pitch to Adams, and therefore called strike. It's 0-1.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Spears with the walk is at first.
And it looks like the home plate umpire is talking to the Blues dugout. I think there was a coach that was ejected before the game. Coach for the Blues that was ejected before the game. So the 0-1 is a fly ball right to the second baseman, Luke Reese, and that's going to do it here in the bottom of the 3rd. For the first time in this game, Cam Sasso keeps the Blues off the board, but they lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the 4th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo. Top of the 4th inning, the Blues lead the Crabs 2-0. I do want to apologize. I misread the lineup card, and the starter for the San Luis Obispo Blues is number 11, Ryan Baum, making his first appearance for the team out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo right here in town, and he has been very dominant. First 3 innings, only allowing 1 hit against his Crabs offense. So 2nd time through the order, Crabs looking to get something off of Ryan Baum here. It's going to be Mike McKernan, Jackson Giacone, and Luke Reese due up.
Big deal has been Ryan Baum on the mound. He's faced the minimum through 3. Got a big double play to end the 3rd. Here he faces back to the top of the order for the Crabs and Mike McKernan.
So McKernan, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
1 strike. Included in the first time through the order. How about 5 strikeouts for Baum, who's just been dominant on the hill in his Blues debut.
It helps too that Baum is really feeling himself tonight.
The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, and McKernan unable to hold up. First base umpire says he went around. It's 0-2. Ryan Baum, 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. He has an 0-2 count on Mike McKernan, and this is a ground ball up the middle of the infield. Glove by O'Hara, the shortstop. Throw over to first. One away. Great play by Cade O'Hara. The range over to his left, right near the second base bag, and made it look easy. And that's going to bring in Jackson Giacone. Pitch to Giacone in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
A lot of confidence with the Osprey early in counts as well. It's hard to stay on balance when you're facing longer.
Especially when he mixes in that fastball too. That's hitting spots that he.
You want a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls and 2 strikes. He's just been painting all day. Not afraid to go at these hitters for the crowd. He's getting ahead of nearly everything. 0-2 on the way.
The 0-2, Giacone checks his swing, but he did not end up checking his swing as the home plate umpire rings him up for strike 3. 6th strikeout of the game for Ryan Baum. These Crabs hitters are not seeing him very well. Got some nasty stuff out there. Luke Reese will step in. This is just his first appearance for the Blues today. Pitch to Reese is low, 1-0. Of course, being out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, playing in front of a hometown crowd. The 1-0 is low and inside, 2-0.
The season schedule also goes to school right down the street at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, so he is familiar with the whole vibe of this team in the area.
The 2-0 in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1.
Second season with the Blues, a 1.63 earned on average last year, 25 strikeouts. Slow fans have to love him. He's staying around this area.
2-1, a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
And he's a strike away from getting through to fourth, and still with that badge, facing the minimum. From the windup, the 2-2.
The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt. Count goes full 3-2.
Exactly what you want to do when you want that ball in the dirt, and you want to at least go after it. This is a good job staying disciplined.
Baum doesn't want to walk him. No 2-out walks for the right-hander.
The 3-2 is a chopper to the shortstop O'Hara. He gloves it, throw to first, and that's going to do it. Here in the top of the 4th, the Crabs go 1-2-3 yet again. The Blues lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM.
Broad Street Giant Grinder and Cal Poly Athletics, all sponsors of Blues baseball here on.
Welcome back to California's Central Coast, bottom of the 4th inning. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by North Coast Mercantile, family owned and operated, serving Humboldt County since 1951. North Coast Merc brings you a fantastic assortment of domestic, import, and craft beers, as well as wine, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, and snacks. Check out the North Coast Mercs Titus trailer, the new right field beer garden in the Arcata Ballpark. 8 taps featuring local microbrews, wine, and cider. Due up for the Blues here in the bottom of the 4th will be Cade O'Hara, Darius Price, and Nin Burns II. Against Cameron Sasso, who had some pressure put on him by the Blues in the first 2 innings. A run scored in each of those innings. But then a good inning for Sasso in the 3rd. So let's see if he's in a rhythm now. Pitch to O'Hara is a ground ball to the left side of the infield. Javi Felix picks it up on a couple of hops. Throw to first, 1 away. And that's going to bring in Darius Price.
I've seen him look, so hopefully you can carry that into his next start as well.
That's kind of an it sucks to have the pitch count. He's going so well. I love that this would have been a little later in the summer and he could have gone a little further.
Pitch to Price. This is up high, 1-0.
He got 1 hit in 4 complete innings. Faced the minimum after getting that ground ball. No strike count on Darius Price, who struck out the second. 1-0 from Sasso.
The 1-0 pitch misses low and outside, 2-0.
AJ Moreno, though, a guy in that can definitely carry the kind of energy that Bong was working with on the mound. Sasso a long hold from the windup. Still looking for his sign from his catcher Soares. He has it, comes home.
2-0 is a foul ball off to the right, out of play. It's 2-1.
Prior to the game in the first 2 innings, and Moreno's definitely a contributor. Hopefully he can bring that energy into the game.
The 2-1 pitch is a fly ball down the left field line. Luke Brown looking up, and that ball is gone. A solo shot for Darius Price out to deep left field, and the Blues lead 3-0. Just hooked it inside of that left field foul pole. And the wind, I think, aided that one because the wind is blowing pretty strongly out there to left field. Any ball hit out to left is going to have some serious carry. And I think that helped that ball get out. Hit one of the school buses out there in left field. I think there's a school bus storage yard out there in left. Anyway, that's going to bring in Nin Burns. Nobody on, 1 out and a run in on the solo shot. Pitch to Burns, in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
With no win, I think this one at least hits off the top of the wall for the Dairy Creek Golf Course side.
Losing up by another run. That's his worst start.
The 0-1 fouled straight back, and it's 0-2.
2 strikes on Burns. Burns has a double. I think in the first he scored it. He grounded into the fielder's choice in the second.
I mean, statistically, this is going to be the worst start of Sasso's season, but you have to factor in that this San Luis Obispo Blues team is the best team that he's pitched against all season. The 0-2, a fly ball out to center field. McKernan broke back, now breaking back in, but it's actually going to be Harada, the shortstop, who is going to make the catch out in shallow left center field for the second out.
Regular plate number 43 is Giovanni Blanchett.
Let's go bring in Giovanni Blanchett.
Run down the first base line once he saw it was caught. Can't be too safe. Here's Giovanni Blanchett. Got a big at bat as last time out. Singled in a run in the second.
This can get a little funky down there when you're pulling up by first base.
Pitch to Blanchett, in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
He's okay, though. Got a feeling he'll be able to walk it off and get that box.
Blanchett 1 for 2. Stepping up against Sasso. Again, his 3rd time up in the first 4 frames.
The 1 in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2.
They can hand it to Sasso. Gives up some runs and hits here early on, but he's still been working quick and he's got a chance to get through 4. From the windup, the 0-2 delivery.
The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Beautiful breaking ball from Sasso. Freezes Blanchette. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the fourth. But the Blues hit a solo shot out to left field to make it 3-0 as we head to the top of the fifth. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo, top of the fifth inning. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Humboldt Distillery. For over 10 years, Humboldt Distillery has been producing award-winning spirits. Humboldt Organic Vodka is now grown to become the #1 best-selling organic vodka in California. Smooth enough to sip and perfect for mixing. Look for the bottle with the crab on it. Learn more at HumboldtDistillery.com. And by Humboldt Premium, Humboldt County's premium cannabis dispensary, open 7 days a week. We offer in-store purchases, curbside pickup, and free delivery, located at 1131 Broadway, Eureka. The phone number is 707-496-0506, and you can visit HumboldtPremium.com. A due up for the Crabs here in the top of the fifth. It's going to be Griffin Myers, Javier Felix, and Andrew Crane. After the Blues, bottom of the fourth, hit a solo shot off the bat of Darius Price out to left field to make it 3-0. It's a similar game for the Blues. Well, it's a similar scoring for the Blues that the Crabs had in last night's game. The Crabs kind of had a run here, a run there, 2 runs here, but the Blues, in today's game, 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the fourth. Crabs only have 1 hit through 4 innings. We actually have a new pitcher in the game for the Blues. It is A.J. Moreno, number 23. He's going to pitch to Griffin Myers. Pitch to Myers is in the dirt. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is chopped down the first base line to the first baseman Trimble, who's going to step on the bag, 1 away. Moreno relieves Ryan Baum, who was just flat out dominant for the Blues in his first start this season. 4 innings pitched. He only gave up 1 hit. He struck out 6. Didn't walk anybody. Bringing Javi Felix with 1 out. Pitch to Felix in there for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Felix is 0 for 1, grounded out to short back in the second inning.
The 1 pitch. Misses up high, 1-1.
6'2", 215-pound redshirt junior from CISA. Transferred there after 2 years at Cabrillo College. 1-1 on the way.
1-1 in there for a called strike. It's 1-2.
On the outside corner, 1-2. See if he goes there again, or breaks out the breaking stuff.
1-2, check swing. Did he go? The first base umpire says he did. Javi did not like the call very much, but he's going to head back to the dugout, 2 away. He's going to bring in Andrew Crane. 7th strikeout for the Crabs. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. They've just not been able to get it going so far, which is unusual for this leg of the road trip. Pitch to Andrew Crane is low, 1-0. First 3 games of this road trip, Crabs have gotten off to pretty big leads. Of course, the 2 games in Walnut Creek, they ended up blowing those leads late. Crabs holding on last night. The 1-0 in there for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Andrew Crane, the right fielder from Chico State, who struck out looking in the 6th. 5 of the 6 strikeouts for Bob were swinging. Crane was the only one who looked at strike 3.
1-1 pitch, lone inside. It's 2-1.
Trying to expand that zone, that outer half. For the right-handed hitters, it works. You got to call. Strike 1.
2-1. Check swing, and he went around. 2-2.
Crane from San Marcos, California, helped lead San Marcos High School, the Knights, to an Avocado East League title in both 2016 and 2017. First team all AEL. 2-2.
2-2 pitch. Misses low. Count goes full 3-2.
Avocado East League. Love that.
I was in the Avocado West League in my high school, Colorado High School, at San Marcos. Although it's changed in recent years. I'm not sure if we're doing the East League.
More on that later. The 3-2.
3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for the Crabs, their 8th of the game here through 5 innings. Crabs fail to score. The Blues lead at 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the Central Coast, bottom of the 5th inning. Blues lead the Crabs 3-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Crestmark Millworks. Crestmark Millwork is a local manufacturer of custom cabinetry and millwork for commercial projects throughout California and Oregon, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces since 1997. Crestmark's amazing creations can be seen at crestmarkmillwork.com. And due up for the Blues, it will be Theo Hardy, Justin Trimble, and Cam Constantine against Cam Sasso working in his 5th inning.
So back out in his 5th inning of work, and this is switching shortstop Theo Hardy. Uncharacteristically 0 for 2 today's game. Ground out and a fly out.
Shoe Hardy going outside 1-0. Sasso has been dominant up until this game, but the Blues have put some serious pressure on him through the first 2 innings and the solo home run in the bottom of the 4th. Of course, this is a very good team. The 1-0 just misses outside, 2-0. On paper, they are the best team that the Crabs are going to face this season.
For a long time, he has a plan going up there.
Lots of great talent on this Blues team. They've been around for almost as long as the Crabs have. Blues established in 1946. The 2-0, a high pop fly to center field. The shortstop Parada making his way out to left center field, and he makes the catch. Quite an adventure out there. The wind is a serious factor right now. The American flag out in center field is blowing straight out to left. So any ball hit into that vicinity, it's going to be an adventure. We'll bring up Justin Trimble. He was the one who hit the 3-run homer last night to cut the Crabs' lead down to just 1. Pitch to Trimble. In there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Very quick pace of this game. Bottom of the 5th with 1 out. And we're just about an hour and 15 minutes in. 0-1. And there for a called strike. It's 0-2. Now, knowing my luck, as soon as I say that, the pace of the game is going to slow to a halt. But we'll see. The 0-2 is popped up down the left field line. Brown racing over towards the foul line and makes the catch. 2 away. Let's bring in Cam Constantine. Constantine in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, 1 in the dirt, and it's 1-1. One pitch in there for a called strike. 1-2. Nice breaking ball from Cam Sasso. The 1-2 is a high fly ball to left. Luke Brown racing over towards the wall. He reaches up. Did he make the catch? He did. Luke Brown robs a homer out in left field. And that's going to do it here in the 5th. The Blues lead it 3-0 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back, top of the 6th inning. The Blues lead the Crabs 3-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by the Heart of Humboldt. The Heart of Humboldt is a beloved local institution deeply rooted in the vibrant community of Arcata. With a rich history and unwavering commitment to our neighbors, our dispensary has become a trusted gathering place for all. Discover a wide range of products and experience the welcoming atmosphere that has made us a cherished part of Humboldt. Like Coast Central Credit Union, anyone can join. When you bank at Coast Central, you directly support $650,000 in giving to local organizations like the Crabs. And with great rates, extraordinary service from a team that really cares, in 11 locations, you'll love the credit union difference. Well, as you can see on the stream, the Blues have a really cool tradition here at the end of the 5th inning, where as you come into the ballpark, the fans can rent as many tennis balls as they want. Each of those tennis balls has a number on it. At the end of the 5th inning, they set out a little bucket behind home plate, and all the fans try to throw the tennis balls over the screen into that bucket. And if any of the fans get a tennis ball into the bucket and it has their number on it, they win a couple of free tickets. So that's why if you were watching on the stream, you saw all those tennis balls flying over the net. And I was hearing from the Blues broadcasters that no fan has gotten a ball into the bucket yet this season. That's a difficult thing to do. It's just a little, I don't know, it looks like one of those little like Ace Hardware buckets you would get back at home. It's not a big bucket at all. Here in the top of the 6th, due up for the Crabs, it will be Luke Brown, Kavanasaurus, and Mason Hirata. Luke Brown, to end the 5th inning, made an amazing catch, reached his glove out over the fence in left field to rob a would-be home run. And a great play. If the Crabs can find their offense and find a way to come back, that could prove to be a major defensive play for the Crabs. The biggest strength for the Crabs this season by far has been their defense. They have not made many errors, and they've made a lot of spectacular defensive plays, whether it be in the infield or the outfield or from the catching position. Pitch to Brown is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. The 1 is low and outside, 1-1.
The ball off the bat of Constantine looked like another one of those average to deep fly balls to left field, and it carried out. Would have been a homer if not for Brown. The ball's really flying here at Sinsheimer this weekend.
1-1. This is outside, 2-1. I think it's a baseball thing that the fielder who makes the spectacular play to end the last inning is usually due up in the next inning. It's the case with Brown here. The 2-1 misses low. It's 3-1.
Well, 3 balls, 1 strike on Brown. Marino looking to avoid the 390. He's dealt with those so far this summer as a Blue, but trying to avoid walking the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Delivers.
3-1 misses outside. Ball 4. That's just what the Crabs are looking for, a leadoff base runner. I believe that is their first walk of the game. Yes, it is. They've only had 1 base runner. That was a single from Kavanasaurus. Now their second base runner on with the walk. Speaking of Kavanasaurus, he's going to step in now.
Immediately after Ryan Baum was started with a double play. Walk to Brown, not only the first run in, just the second base runner for Humboldt all day. Soros was the first. He's up now. Here's the pitch.
Soros is popped up down the first base line in foul territory, and it's actually going to be behind home plate. And the pitcher Moreno makes the catch, 1 away. I saw the first baseman screaming in down the first base line, kind of fooled me a bit. It was right in front of home plate. So Brown will remain at first with 1 out. That's going to bring in Mason Hirata. Over to first. Brown back in safely. Pitch to Hirata is grounded foul at the plate. It's 0-1.
Personally, I think it's a little discriminatory to pitchers. There's no trust there.
They're athletes too. Everyone knows.
Moreno showed it off, made the catch for the first out. No balls, 1 strike on Mason Hirata, the shortstop from the Nevada Red Bull.
The 0-1 pitch, fouled straight back to the screen, and it's 0-2.
Hirata played in 40 games as a freshman at Nevada. 234 batting average, 1 home run, 15 runs batted in. It's a really nice week to open the season. He's named the Mountain West Freshman of the Week, February 27th, after having 3 hits and 2 runs batted in the second series of the year against Cal Baptist. Finding count of 2 as Moreno comes home.
The 0-2 pitch, called. Strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Sends Hirata back to the dugout, 2 away. That's going to bring in Mike McKernan. And that is the 9th strikeout for Blues pitching so far. 2 outs here in the 6th. That's going to bring in Mike McKernan. Pitch to McKernan. Called strike 0-1.
Would have fooled me as I think I ducked out of the way when right now the boost. It's a good movement on that side.
Even all the way from 0-1 with Brown at first.
Yeah, 1 pitch in the dirt. Corralled nicely by Matt Spear, the catcher. Holding Luke Brown at first. It's 1-1. Moreno steps off, the Blues pitcher. The 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Action tailing away from McKernan there. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch misses outside. Runner goes from first. The throw is wide to second base, and Luke Brown is going to have a stolen base. First time the Crabs have had a runner in scoring position in this game. Runner at second. 2-2 count on Mike McKernan. Looks like the training staff was going to go out to check on the Blues second baseman there, but he waved him off. The 2-2 is fouled back off towards the Blues dugout down the first base line. Remains 2-2. Two pitch is a slow ground ball past the pitcher, the second baseman Price. He's going to pick it up, throw to first, and that's going to do it. Here in the top of the 6th, Crabs fail to score. The Blues lead at 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to Sinsheimer Stadium. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Blues lead the Crabs 3-0. Due up for the Blues, it will be Matt Spear, TJ Adams, and Cade O'Hara against Cam Sasso out for his 6th inning of work.
Blues are back up here in the bottom
I mean, all things considered, Cam Sasso has pitched really well.
Spear, TJ Adams, Cato Harris. Due out here in the sixth. It's still Cameron Sasso on the hill for the Crabs.
Pitch to Spear, misses outside, 1-0. Blues put a lot of pressure on Sasso in the first 2 innings.
Spears 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk.
And then in the bottom of the 4th, Darius Price hit a solo home run out to left field for the Blues. The 1-0. Ground ball to the right side of the infield. Second baseman Reese up with it on the first, 1 away. And that's going to bring in TJ Adams.
3-2, the second time they see a team after they've lost the first game. And at least so far in this one, seem to be primed to maybe make it to 4-2. Nick, do you ever think about what could be maybe in that?
Adams lone inside, 1-0.
Or a team, you see a team the first time they beat you, and then you have to go back to the final next day when they win.
You're kind of just fed up with dropping the game one, and just kind of have to talk to your team and just have to go.
1-0 pitch. Nice breaking ball, but just missed inside, 2-0. Great movement from Cam Sasso on his pitches so far.
End of last game, there was some exchange of words, and I think they heard that, they remembered that, they took it into this game.
As far as what I'm seeing out of Cam Sasso today, he's pitching great. The 2-1, 2-0 in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Blues pitching has just shut the Crabs down so far. 2-1, a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Another great breaking ball from Sasso.
Sasso working here into the sixth. He's responded well despite giving up 6 hits and 3 runs. Comes home again.
2-2, just misses low and inside. 3-2. Kavanasaurus thought that was strike 3, and he's about ready to throw it down to the infield.
Ready for the payoff.
3-2 pitch. Misses outside, ball 4. Runner at first, 1 out for the Blues. It's going to bring in Cade O'Hara. Cam Sasso at 80 pitches. Through 5 1/3. Not bad. There is some movement out in the Crabs bullpen now. So we'll see if this is it for Sasso. Wouldn't be too shocked if he went out there in the 7th. The pitch to O'Hara is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. I think if Sasso is quick with the rest of this inning, I think he'll definitely come back out. 0-1. Pitch is low, 1-1.
Adams
1-1, runner goes from first, pitches inside, the throw down to second, not in time. And Adams steals second. Pretty good throw from Kavanasaurus. Maybe just a bit to the right of second base. And Harada couldn't get the tag down in time.
Adams
2-1 is fouled back right off of the booth. And it's 2-2. Now we are high enough up here at the press box here at Sinsheimer Stadium that we could definitely get a foul ball into the window. The windows are big, and we are definitely above the netting. The 2-2 runner goes for third, pitch is low, and not even a throw from Soros. Adams is going to have third stolen easily. Had a great jump. And it was a tough pitch to handle for Kavanasaurus. The curveball in the dirt really did not have much of a chance. So runner third with 1 out and a 3-2 count on Cade O'Hara. Blues trying to add on to their 3-run lead here. Crabs infield almost all the way in, all the way around. The 3-2 pitch misses inside, ball 4. It's going to be first and third with 1 out still. And that's going to bring in Darius Price. In his last at bat, hit a solo shot out to left field, just inside the left field foul pole. And it was definitely wind aided. I think if the wind didn't help that, it would have been off the top of the wall, but the wind just sent it over the fence. And so Eric Giacone, the Crabs pitching coach, will go out to the mound and talk to Cam Sasso. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Harper Motors. Harper Motors is proud to be one of America's oldest automobile dealerships. Established in 1912 in Eureka, California, we are a true family business. We are also your trusted local Ford dealer. Browse our new Ford inventory online and visit our showroom daily and take a test drive. Harper Motors will donate $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs hit this season. Go Crabs, go. Right, meeting over. And Darius Price will step in. There's someone throwing in the Crabs bullpen. So it remains to be seen if Cam Sasso will come out for the 7th, if he makes it through the 6th. Pitch to Price, runner goes from first, pitches outside, the throw down to second is off the glove of the second baseman Reese, and Adams is gonna race in from third, and the Blues lead it 4-0. And that's going to be an error on Kavanasaurus. Throw is not very good. And O'Hara remains at second with 1 out and a 1-0 count on Darius Price. 4-0 Blues. The 1-0 is fouled back at the plate, 1-1. I mean, this is a mirror image of last night's game. I mean, the Blues are scoring just like the Crabs did, minus the home run. But just some small ball, some mistakes. That's how the Crabs scored last night. That's how the Blues are getting it done today. Great pitching for the Blues so far. And time is called by Darius Price. In a start where Cam Sasso is going to be frustrated, obviously. But I think he pitched well. Just the Blues offense has been very good, and they've capitalized. The 1-1 is a swing and a foul back. It's 1-2. The Blues have also been very aggressive on the bases against Kavanasaurus, the Crabs catcher. And his throws down to second have not been very good. They've either not been very strong to second or they've been wide left or wide right, and I think the Blues are keying in on that. The 1-2, a fly ball out to right. Crane racing in. That's going to drop right between Crane and the second baseman Reese. And O'Hara is going to round third and stop there. It's going to be a bloop single for Darius Price. First and third was still 1 out. And like I said, there is a pitcher warming in the pen for the Crabs. We'll see how much more leeway Robin Guyver gives Cam Sasso here. That last pitch was his 90th. That's going to bring in Nin Burns the second. Throw over to first. Price back in safely.
Burns at the plate, he's 1 for 3. Double to start the game on the first pitch from Sasso. He made the score. So it's then a fielder's choice and a pop out. He comes up. Potentially, Blues could score another run with O'Hara at third, less than 2 outs. Runners are in. The pitch.
Pitch to Burns is fouled off to the right. It's 0-1.
I think the Blues are happy not to have a close game. They're in the lead, which of course helps, but 6 6 of the Blues' 18 games they've played so far this season have been decided by 2 or fewer runs, including last night. With that loss, it moved the Blues to 3-3 in those games. High stress and a 500 record.
The 0-1 pitch. This is up high, 1-1.
Lead like you do right now for San Luis Obispo. And like you said, Jack, all these high pressure, high stress games, it's nice to jump out and also shut out the team so far.
It's also nice to be at home. The Blues' second game of this 9-game homestand, a season-long 9 games. After 6 of their first 8 league games were on the road.
1-1 pitch. Foul back to the screen. It's 1-2. Crabs will be back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock from Sinsheimer Stadium in San Luis Obispo. And then they will hop on the bus, make the 9-hour bus ride back to Arcata. Back at home on Tuesday.
Double plays in order, but maybe not with Burns running. See if Rice maybe gets a head start from first in 2 straight.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. Great pitch from Cam Sasso. That breaking ball he's used well all game. 2 away. Big strikeout. Let's go bring in Giovanni Blanchette.
43, Giovanni Blanchette.
Cam Sasso trying to work himself out of trouble yet again. I mean, since the second inning, he's pitched very well, aside from the home run he gave up in the 4th.
Brought in TJ Adams with 2 outs. Same thing here. Runners at first and third.
Pitch to Blanchette is lined foul right over the head of the Blues third base coach. It's 0-1. I mean, Cam Sasso is what I like to call getting Matt Cained right now. Matt Cain for the Giants was notorious for pitching well, giving up a few runs and not getting any run support. That's what's happening to Cam Sasso today. Blues pitching has been really, really dominant. The 0-1 in there for a called strike. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Oh, time is called, and the runner was going too, so that works out to the Crabs' favor. Kavanasaurus, the Crabs catcher, has had a hard time with throws down to second. They've not been super sharp, and the Blues have been really aggressive on the bases. The 0-2, a swing and a miss, strike 3, and a great job by Cam Sasso to work out of some trouble here in the bottom of the 6th. The run does come in, but Sasso limits the damage. Blues lead 4-0 as we head to the top of the 7th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo, top of the 7th inning. The Blues lead the Crabs 4-0. Due up for the Crabs will be Jackson Giacone, Luke Reese, and Griffin Myers against A.J. Moreno, the second pitcher for the Blues today. Both pitchers for the Blues, Ryan Baum and A.J. Moreno, have been dominant. Crabs have only had one hit through 6 innings and 2 base runners. A hit and a walk. That is it. Jackson Giacone will step in. Crabs trying to get it going. Pitch to Giacone, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Crabs have only been shut out one time this season, and that was in the second game against the Novato Knicks, where they lost 2-0. The 0-1 in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2.
Double-digit Ks today. One strike away from that.
The 0-2, and Giacone just foul tips it at the plate. Still 0-2. The 0-2 swing and a foul tip again. Still 0-2. Jackson Giacone just getting a piece of a nasty looking changeup there. And these Crabs hitters, I mean, they've been fighting, but hey, they've been dominated by Blues pitching. The 0-2, a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to be the 10th strikeout for Blues pitching. And so the Blues have a tradition here at Sinsheimer Stadium where every time there's a strikeout of an opposing hitter, a fan gets a free bottle of local hot sauce. And they're giving out a lot of hot sauce today. It's going to bring in Luke Reese. 10 bottles to be exact at this point. Pitch to Reese. In there for a called strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1, and there for a called strike again, and it's 0-2. And I feel like I've said that a lot today. There have been a lot of 0-2 counts on Crabs hitters. The 0-2 pitch misses outside, 1-2. The 1-2 is fouled off to the right into the crowd. It remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is a ground ball to the left side of the infield. Kate O'Hara on a couple of hops, the shortstop on to first, 2 away. And that's going to bring in Griffin Myers. Pitch to Myers is outside, 1-0. One 0 for a called strike, 1-1. As the Blues broadcasters are noting, the Crabs have not hit a single ball out to the outfield today. I mean, pop-ups in the infield and foul territory or ground balls, that's been it. A line drive up the middle off the glove of the pitcher Moreno, and the second baseman Price can't get to it in time, and Griffin Myers is going to have an infield single. Only the second hit of the game for the Crabs here in the top of the 7th. And that's going to bring in Javi Felix. Griffin Myers, he's been getting it done all season. Came into this game leading the team in hitting. And he's got a hit today, one of only 2. Pitch to Felix is a ground ball to the left side of the infield. O'Hara up on a couple of hops. The shortstop tosses to the second baseman Price for the force. And that's going to do it here in the top of the seventh. The Crabs fail to score again. Blues lead at 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the seventh inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo. Bottom of the seventh inning, the Blues lead the Crabs 4-0. New pitcher out on the mound for the Crabs. It is number 26, Trevor Allen. And I'll have the numbers for Allen here in a second. He has not pitched a whole lot for the Crabs this season. Joined the team late. He's only pitched one inning. And in that inning, he did get a save. Only gave up one hit and 2 runs, a walk and a strikeout. But what matters is that he got the save. So due up for the Blues, it will be Theo Hardy, Justin Trimble, and Cam Constantine. Pitch to Hardy is sprayed foul off to the left. It's 0-1. The 0-1 is tapped foul off towards the Crabs' third base dugout. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch off the hands and fouled back to the screen. It's still 0-2. Blues 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the fourth, and 1 run in the sixth. 0-2, a swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball from Trevor Allen. Fools Hardy badly, 1 away. It's going to bring in Justin Trimble. Pitch to Trimble is a pop-up center field. McKernan back a few steps, sets up camp, and he makes the catch, 2 away. And that's going to bring in Cam Constantine.
At the plate now for the Blues, number 19, the designated hitter, Cam Constantine. There's not a single side of the sun setting. We had the summer solstice a couple days ago, which means
Wind is still going strong out there to left field. Pitch to Constantine in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Crowd is loving the weather and the Blues play.
I mean, with the 4 o'clock start, I think you're going to get the win the entire game, as opposed to 6 o'clock. 0-1 is grounded foul off towards the Crabs dugout. It's 0-2. 6 o'clock start, you got the win for the first 5-6 innings, and then it died down. But with the more afternoon start, it's going to be a factor the whole game. And tomorrow, it is definitely going to be a factor the whole game with the 2 o'clock start. 0-2, a pop-up down the left field line. Luke Brown racing after it. It's going to drop in front of him for a bloop base hit. So Constantine is going to have a 2-out single, the Blues' 8th hit of the game. That's going to bring in Matt Spear. Pitch to Spear, right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 misses up high, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, runner goes from first, pitches a strike, the throw down to second. It's a good throw, but Constantine is just in there safely. So runner at second with 2 away. And that time, that was a good throw from Kavanasaurus, but just not in time. The 1-2 to Matt Spear. The set. Put back to second, the pitch. Misses outside, 2-2. The 2-2 is fouled off to the left into the crowd. Remains 2-2. Hit off towards that barbecue pit over there. I think I'm going to have to try that tomorrow. Or the taco stand. I am undecided. 2-2 misses in the dirt. Nice block by Kavanasaurus, the Crabs catcher. Count goes to 3-2. Constantine remains at second. Allen looks back to second a couple of times. A 3-2, misses low, ball 4. So it's going to be first and second with 2 outs. That's going to bring in TJ Adams. Blues giving the Crabs a taste of their own medicine today. Lots of good at-bats. And the Crabs, unusually, have not had as good of at-bats as they usually have had this season. Pitch to Adams in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Blues pitching has just been filthy today. Couple looks back to second again for Allen. The 0-1 misses inside. It's 1-1.
Constantine at second. He singled and stole a bag. And Spear just walked. He's at first. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Arizona right field.
The 1-1 pitch. It's a fly ball out to right center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit Constantine around third. He's going to score, and the Blues lead at 5-0 off of a RBI bloop single from TJ Adams. It's right in that triangle between center fielder McKernan, right field Andrew Crane, and the second baseman Luke Reese, and it fell right in between all three of them. And on the play, Spear over to third. Adams at first. A first to third, 2 outs. Another run in for the Blues. They lead 5-0. Let's go bring in Cade O'Hara. Blues have not scored more than 1 run in a single inning. O'Hara, runner goes from first, pitches a strike, the throw down to second, and it's not in time. Adams steals second. To correct myself, the throw was actually well in time, but Adams did a good job evading the tag. Another good throw from Kavanasaurus. Early in the game, his throws were not good, but his last couple of throws have been a lot better. Though one sprayed foul off to the right, it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is a line drive down the left field line, just foul. That was very close to landing fair, and that would have been 2 runs for the Blues. 5-0 Blues here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. 0-2 count on Cade O'Hara. Blues taking a page out of the Crabs' book by scoring just a little bit in each inning. Crabs did that last night. 0-2 in the dirt. Nice block by Soros. It squirts behind him a little bit, but gets to it. Keeps the runners at second and third. 1-2 count. The pitch is a fly ball into shallow right field, and the right fielder Crane is going to get to it just in time and make the catch, and that's going to do it here in the bottom of the 7th. Another run for the Blues. They lead at 5-0 as we head to the top of the 8th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo, top of the 8th inning. The Blues lead the Crabs 5-0. Blues pitching has been very dominant. Through 7 innings, they've only allowed 2 hits and 1 walk, 3 base runners for the Crabs. Only gotten a runner into scoring position once. And due up for the Crabs, it will be Andrew Crane, Luke Brown, and Kavanasaurus. I think there's a new pitcher on the mound for the Blues. And it is number 47, Josh Blum, who I mistakenly thought started the game.
No, I'm gonna watch that.
Crabs looking to get it going here in the top of the 8th. We'll be back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Batting now for the Crabs, number 8, Andrew Crane.
It's the top of the 8th here at Sinsheimer Stadium, and the Blues bring in a new arm. It's Josh Blum, the right-hander from USC, 6 foot 195 pounder. 3.34 ERA.
Pitch to Crane is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1 the count. Blues lead it by 5 here at Sinsheimer Stadium. They just continue to add on offensively. The pitching has been excellent. Blum, the third arm, was bomb.
The 1-0 in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1.
Crane, the right fielder from Chico State, has struck out twice. He's looking, one swinging. He's behind. 4 balls and 2 strikes.
Or it's 0-2.
Blum facing his first batter here in the 8th. Kicks and deals.
And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Crane, good morning, good afternoon, good night. He's down on 3 pitches. That's the way the game has gone for the Crabs today. Let's go bring in Luke Brown, who earlier in the game made a beautiful catch, robbed a home run out in left field, jumped, reached his glove over the fence, and made the catch. Pitch to Brown. It's just outside, 1-0. Usually the Crabs at bats this season have been very good, but Blues pitching has been so dominant, and they've just made the at-bats for the Crabs go very quickly. 1-0, up high, 2-0. As a whole, the pitching staff for the Blues has been very efficient.
Blum has thrown 5 innings so far for the Blues. He's given up 4 earned runs. All of those, though, on 1 swing. It was his first outing against the Canemo Oaks. In the first inning, he gave up
The 2-0 is popped up left side of the infield. It's going to be the third baseman, Theo Hardy, who will make the catch, the cut of the grass, 2 away. Let's go bring in Cavanasaurus. That's one of the 2 Crabs hits today. Blues pitching through 7 2/3. They've thrown 93 pitches. Pitch to Saurus is inside and 1-0. Just a lot of quick strikeouts, a lot of first pitch balls hit and play that result in outs. 1-0. This is outside, 2-0. The pitch is grounded fouled on the third base line. It's 2-1. Pitch. 2-1 pitch is grounded right up the middle. O'Hara cuts in front of the second base bag, throw to first, and that's going to do it. The infield defense from the Blues has been very good. Another great play there. Crabs failed to score again here in the top of the 8th. Blues lead at 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo. Bottom of the 8th inning. Blues lead the Crabs 5-0. Trevor Allen out for a second inning of work. And he will face Darius Price, Nin Burns a second, and Giovanni Blanchette. In a game where Blues pitching has really been the headline. Blues offense has been pretty good as well. They've spread the scoring out throughout the game. They have not scored more than one run in an inning. One run in the first, second, fourth, sixth, and seventh. Pitch to Price is a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Third hit of the game for Darius Price. He homered in the bottom of the fourth, out to left field. And that's going to bring in Nin Burns the second. Pitch to Burns, misses way outside off the glove of Soros. And Price is going to head down to second on the wild pitch.
Burns is 1 for 4. Double in the first. Since then, a fielder's choice, a pop out, and a strikeout.
It's just the way the game has gone for the Crabs. They do have one error. Just lost stolen bases for the Blues. In fact, clutch hitting. Very similar to how the Crabs hit last night. 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. Of course, Crabs did not hit a home run last night.
All CCAA honorable mention this past year for the Broncos. 317 average, 5 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Perfect, only at 20 on stolen bases. 2-0 from Allen.
The 2-0 in there for a called strike. It's 2-1. We'll be back here tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock start here from Sinsheimer Stadium in San Luis Obispo. And the Crabs will hop on the bus, make the very long trip back to Arcata. The 2-1 is bunted down the third base line and foul. 2-2. Crabs will probably get into Arcata early Monday morning. Probably around 2, 3 a.m., I would imagine, depending on how long the game on Sunday goes. And thankfully, there's an off day on Monday. And back in action Tuesday, I believe, against the Seals. 2-game series, Tuesday, Wednesday at the Arcata Ballpark. The 2-2 misses outside. Count goes full 3-2. It's going to be nice for the Crabs to be back home. And the Crabs are back home for the rest of the season. Tomorrow's game is the last road game of the season for the Crabs. The 3-2 pitch is a slow grounder to the right side of the infield. Reese on a couple of hops. Second baseman picks it up, throws the first one away. Price will go to third on the play. Runner at third and 1 out for the Blues. That's going to bring in Giovanni Blanchette. Pitch to Blanchette is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Crabs infield in all the way around. The 0-1 is tapped foul off towards the Crabs' third base dugout. 0-2. The 0-2 misses way up high, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Strike three. Nasty pitch from Trevor Allen. Looked like a slider tailing away from the right-handed hitter Blanchett. 2 down. Let's go bring in Theo Hardy.
That's the 8th strikeout for Crabs pitching in general. Blanchett's been half of the numbers so far.
Pitch to Hardy. In there for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hardy kind of wants to join the party. He is the only person that has not reached base in this Blues lineup. And he's the last guy you'd expect that from. He's 0 for 4 after coming into this game hitting 500. A 1.
Yeah, 1 check swing, and it's a called strike, I believe. It's 0-2.
Hardy takes a walk with himself. Allen getting had no balls and 2 strikes. Hardy's going to choke up, try and put something in play. Allen deals.
The 0-2 pitch is a line drive caught on a knee by the shortstop Mason Harada, and that's going to do it here in the bottom of the 8th. Blues lead at 5-0 as we head to the top of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Crabs. Stay tuned. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to San Luis Obispo, top of the 9th inning. Crabs trying to come back down 5-0. They only have 2 hits in the game so far. They're facing a new Blues pitcher in number 3, Matthew Gonzalez. Now the Crabs, several times in this road trip, have had big leads and blown them late. Let's see if the Crabs can return the favor here and do it against an opponent. Mason Harada will lead it off. To Harada grounded foul down the third base line. Harada will be followed by the top of the order in Mike McKernan and Jackson Giacone. The 0-1 Harada is a squibber down the right side of the infield. Gloved by the first baseman. Trimble, and a great throw that's wide to the pitcher covering Gonzalez. And the crowd does not like that call. I mean, it looked to me that the pitcher Gonzalez had his foot on the bag, but first base umpire ruled that he was pulled off. And the umpires are going to meet. I mean, either way, what a play by Justin Trimble on his backside, fielding the ball and then throwing it to the pitcher Gonzalez covering. I mean, what an effort. The Blues defense today has been really good. They made 3 errors last night, and they've definitely improved today. So umpires meet. Give you some scores from around Major League Baseball. The San Francisco Giants, they held on against the Arizona Diamondbacks at Oracle Park, winning 7-6. The Giants are just red hot right now. Great stretch of baseball for them. And down in Los Angeles, not too far south from us here in San Luis Obispo, the Houston Astros lead the Dodgers 7-5, and they're going to stick with the call on the field, which is that The throw from the first baseman Trimble pulled Gonzalez off the bag, so that's going to be an E3.
Imagine that the call is because Gonzalez just might have not had his foot on the bag when he had the ball, but looked like he beat
So runner at first, nobody out. It's going to bring in Mike McKernan.
5-run lead for the Blues. Gonzalez got the weak contact. He'll try and do the same.
We'll see if that error was the start of a great comeback.
Pop out and 2 ground.
This to McKernan. Misses inside, 1-0.
Ball and no strikes.
And as I said, the Crabs have had it happen to them multiple times this season where a team has come back late and won. The Crabs are definitely itching to do it themselves.
Been the 9th inning option for the Blues.
1-0, and there for a called strike, it's 1-1.
Ball and 1 strike.
Well, it's an uphill battle. This Blues pitching staff is obviously very good, and
Pitched there this past year after
they're bringing their best 9th inning guy in Matthew Gonzalez. It's going to be a tough one. The 1-1 is a little blooper out to right center field. That's going to get down past a diving right fielder Adams, and that's going to be a base hit. Hirata is racing around third. He's going for the plate, and they got him. What a throw
Cato O'Hara has gunned down a runner at the plate.
by the right fielder, TJ Adams, and gets Mason Hirata at the plate. And Robin Guyver is not happy about that call. He is out talking to the home plate umpire, and he is not usually this animated. Robin Guyver is one of the calmest guys in the sport of baseball, and he is very unhappy.
Trainer was tossed at the lineup card exchange. You might see Robin Guyver thrown out here.
And Robin Guyver says his piece and goes back to the dugout. What a play.
Down Mason Hirata. Just like that, and there's one out the hard way for the Blues.
So McKernan to second on the double. A tough break for the Crabs.
Vernon gets credit for a double.
And we're at second, 1 out. That's going to bring in Jackson Giacone. Things have just not gone the Crabs' way.
O'Hara keeps the run from scoring.
Mason Hirata tried to be aggressive and get on the board, and
Not sure why the Crabs
he was cut down.
from third there. It's an aggressive call and a 5-run beat.
Pitch to Giacone, and for a called strike, 0-1. Obviously, down by 5,
If you don't send the runner,
you might not want to be that aggressive.
3 straight would be in trouble in the ninth. Be a little too greedy.
The 0-1, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls and 2 strikes.
You also understand that Mason Hirata wanted to do something for his team and push the envelope a bit.
Gonzalez readies up. 0-2 to count.
But it didn't work out. Though, too, is a little tapper right back to the pitcher, Gonzalez. He'll throw to first, 2 away, and the Crabs are down to their final out.
Back to the bag. 2 outs here in the 9th inning.
Kernan remains at second.
That'll bring up number 4, Luke Reese.
2 hits and the throw to home. Giacone
Let's bring in Luke Reese.
not striking out stands. 0 for 4 though. And Luke Reese is the last hope for Humboldt. Strikeout, 2 groundouts to short in his day today.
And the pitch to Reese. And there for a called strike, it's 0-1.
So now 4 hits for the Crabs in this game. It doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well as a 2-hitter did coming into the ninth. A chance for a shutout. Gonzalez goes to second. Now brings it home.
0-1. And there for a called strike, and it's 0-2.
Strike away. Crowd rises to their feet and they shake the cowbells here at Sinsheimer. Blues are a strike away from finishing this one out and winning game 2.
Crabs handle their final strike.
Gonzalez comes home.
0-2. Grounded, fouled on the third base line. It remains 0-2.
Counts to 1 balls and 2 strikes. The runner at second is McKernan. He doubled. Reese, the batter, came in today hitting .448 with 10 runs batted in. He's 0 for 3. Crabs have to send someone from the bench down the line to collect that ball in deep left. Now Reese able to step back in.
Collecting that foul ball. It's one of the members of the Crabs.
Runner at second. Here in the ninth. Gonzalez delivers.
0-2 pitch is a line drive into center field. That's a base hit. McKernan tried to get around third, but thankfully he put the brakes on, because that throw from Min Burns out in center was very good. So it's first and third, 2 outs. Crabs still trying to avoid the shutout here. That's going to bring in Griffin Myers. 4th hit of the game for the Crabs. The very dangerous Griffin Myers came into this game leading the team in batting average. Christian Myers, runner goes from first, pitches outside, and Luke Reese is going to reach second on defensive indifference. Now second and third, 2 outs. Obviously the Blues do not care about the runner at first there. Pitches a ground ball to the right side of the infield. Price picks it up, throws to first, and that's the ball game. The Blues beat the Crabs 5-0. Blues pitching was very dominant. They held the Crabs to only 4 hits. Crabs with no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. The Blues with 5 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. We'll be back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the final game in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Big thanks to Laura Reagan back in the Humble Hill studios. Fantastic job as always. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Humboldt Crabs Baseball, ESPN 107.3 FM.